She's not going to the White House. Well, our next guest has experienced winning gold as the captain of the 1980 U.S. Hockey's Miracle on Ice team. So what does he think about Lindsey Vonn's position? U.S. hockey legend Mike Eruzione on this morning joins us now on Fox & Friends. Sir, good morning. Congratulations again, 37 years later. It was a cultural phenomenon for this country that we will never forget. So when that happened, presumably you were invited to the White House as a part of that. Whether you agreed or disagreed, did you go? And what do you think of Lindsey Vonn's declaration that preemptively she's not going?
Well, first of all, we had the honor of going to the White House, and if you remember, at a very difficult time, President Carter had announced that they were boycotting the summer games. So a lot of Olympians weren't very happy with President Carter and his decision to not send our athletes to the summer games after these athletes had trained for years. So it was a very difficult time going to the White House because of that particular reason. And I think, the first question I got when I got to the White House was, what do you think of the boycott? And, I'm kind of an old school guy. I respect the presidency. I respect the White House. I respect who was in that White House. And we went as a team and as a group of athletes, and it was unbelievable. It was an honor. But I also respect Lindsey. If that's her decision, she feels that way. That's what makes this country so great. I disagree. Again, I think you do represent the United States, and you represent our president and the White House and the people that stay in the White House. So if it's her choice not to go, that's fine. But, boy, I'll tell you, I treasured my visit.
Mike, I think a lot of people resonate with your old school approach. Hey, he's the president of the United States. We're going to go. I may not agree. And you guys even had a personal grievance as Olympians about the fact that the training's so long, you're not going to be able to go. But you say you respect this move. The question is, and you respect the right not to go. Of course, everyone does, just like they have the right to kneel if they want to. But what's to respect about this idea that, I'm not going to go see the president. I am above that, or he's below me. What's respectful about that?
Well, I think that's the thing that kind of frustrates you a little is he's somebody that we should respect. Whether you agree or disagree with his politics, he was elected by the people of this country. And I think we should go and support his wishes as far as if he wants to invite the Olympic athletes to come to the White House and be a part of a ceremony or a celebration. So, again, like I told you, I'm an old school guy. If the president wants me to come to his house, I'm coming.
It's an extrapolation, but after what happened with Colin Kaepernick, it's not too far of an extrapolation. Are you concerned at all about if some of these Olympic athletes say, hey, I'm not here, this is not my president, I'm not going to the White House? Do you think we could see a scenario where one of these Olympic athletes wins gold and then takes a knee on the podium?
Oh, boy, I would hate to see that. And again, I think you have the right to express your concerns about what's happening in this country, but I think there's a time and a place for that, and I don't believe standing on the Olympic podium after you've received the gold medal to see your flag being risen just a little higher than all the other countries. I would not like to see that. But
what's that like? What's that like? I mean, not only to be at the Olympics to serve your country, you beat the Soviets, which is pretty darn awesome. But what does it feel like to represent your country?
It's a great honor. You put the USA jersey on, you're not representing Boston or Chicago. I'm a Patriots fan or a Red Sox fan.
We'll forgive you.
But it's not Boston and Chicago. It's the United States. And it's a great honor to be there, to represent your country. And as I said earlier, when you're in that building, especially us in Lake Placid, and everybody singing the Star-Spangled Banner, it was an incredible and awesome and proud moment.
America was singing it with you that incredible year. Mike Eruzione, thank you very much for your time this morning. We appreciate it.